Alright, so I'm gonna try this intro for like the 72nd time. Welcome back, I guess. We kind of changed the channel up some, if you could even call it a channel. Uh, about 2 years ago, probably over 2 years ago, I posted the last video, just a shop update. That shop no longer exists. We had a hurricane come through, Category 4. Some of you may have heard of Ida. It destroyed the shop, did a whole bunch of damage around here. The house, thank God, was fine. But that kind of put an end to me doing ATV, UTV work for other people. I still work on my own stuff. Maybe we'll see that here, but we've got a lot bigger stuff going on. We bought some land. It's been 6 months or so now. We've owned this humble 1.61 acres on the survey map. So we've been working since we bought it to try to get it ready to do something with. We brought some dirt in, thought we were going to build a shop house. If you haven't noticed, we're kind of in a horrible economic time and everything is 3 times what it should cost. So the $30-ish thousand building I was going to put up is now $75-ish thousand, and I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money on something like that. So what you didn't see, because I've been slacking, is that we bought a camper from a family member, used it for a while because we enjoyed camping, and then turned around and traded it in on a 45-ish foot fifth wheel that normally sits where you are, but it's at the shop because it's just got problems. By no means is this going to be a quick project. We've got water from the road that has to come up. They've actually got a tunnel under the road just to get water to the property. That's about $1,000. We've got $5-ish grand worth of septic tank that's going back there. That we still got to find somehow to pay for that. Not to mention the $2 grand worth of conduit that's got to go into the road so they can run a pipeline. Or they can run, not a pipeline, dumbass, a electrical line. So today I'm going to try to figure out the time lapse on this thing, and we're going to put a box in right there. I've got no power out here, no water. I've had to bring everything. I've got a generator if I need it. I don't think I will. I just finished cutting the grass, so it doesn't look horrible except for the makeshift duck blind that decided to grow right there. We've got 2 loads of dirt that we brought in. One of these days I'll move them. I've got a little tractor that does what it can. But yeah, I mean, this will be a whole, we changed the name on the channel. It's no longer my name. It's Figure It Out, because we just gonna figure the shit out. We've got no other option. We're looking to hopefully move into the camper before the end of the year. That way we can start trying to build a house somewhere back there. We got plenty of land to do it. We got a pretty good deal on the land. Just hoping that we can make it work. So you'll probably see me cussing and digging a hole right here in a little bit, unless I can't figure out how to edit this, and then you may never see any of this. But please, follow along if you like. There's probably like 2.5 of you watching right now. One of you is my wife, and maybe the other half, I don't know. Maybe you like this kind of stuff. We'll try to make some videos. I've made a couple TikToks, and they did all right, as much as TikToks can do, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. This shit's gonna suck. But if you like shit that sucks, just stay here, I guess. Alright, so before I can start digging a hole, I bought this lovely temporary power pole on Facebook for like $100. Well, come to find out, I can't use a whole lot of it for what I need to do with it. But we're going to use this bowed up pole and hope that we got enough straight section that it don't look so bad when it's out the ground. So I got to look up the code real quick. Pretty sure it's 8 foot total. We're going to figure out what 8 foot is, take all this stuff off of it, cut 8 foot, and then I've got a bag of cement and a bucket of water in the truck. And we're going to dig a hole and cement in the ground, and we'll put whatever we can back. So I'll probably time lapse this in a little bit as soon as I figure out what the hell I'm doing. Alright, so I don't have a good way to let y'all watch me disassemble this, because it used to be for a above ground, oh, cold snack. It used to be from above an overhead power line. I'm gonna change it up. And we need an underground power line. So I guess I can find somewhere on this shitty trailer, maybe, or not. Maybe on that shitbox Chevy. That's probably gonna work. Y'all just may see my ass a couple times. Don't tell you lies. It'll be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna set y'all up there. I'm gonna finish taking this stuff apart. Hopefully quick like. I brought minimal tools with me, but I got a cutter. We'll snatch this all off of there. I just need this pole right now. So, yeah, see y'all in a little bit. I didn't think past my eyebrows when I came out here, and I didn't bring anything to loosen up 7/16 bolts besides the crescent wrench. It doesn't fit in there. They're actually probably closer to 3/8. So I got a buddy who lives up the road. Hopefully he's got what I need in his shop. He better, because at one point in his life he was a mechanic too. But so yeah, I'm gonna give him a call, see if he can't run me some tools out here, that way I can get this done today. So, later. So of course my buddy don't answer the damn phone, but like the hoarder I am, and the shipbox Chevy owner I am, I tend to carry a bunch of shit in the truck, and once you know it, ratchet with an extension just long enough to bust every one of my knuckles on that box. But it's a 5/16 socket, just so happens to be the right size of the damn roofing screws they use to put in this box. So we're gonna go ahead and take it apart. It's gonna take forever, and y'all are gonna watch. And if you don't want to watch, just double tap the right side of the screen real quick, and you'll get past all the bullshit that I gotta deal with. Lucky you. So now I've managed to undo everything. We're gonna have to do some redoing. Oh. But it's somewhat not together anymore. It's a good enough start for me. I'm gonna pop these staples out, take a couple measurements. Probably gonna be wrong. Do it again, and then cut it. I'll get back with y'all after that. So now we successfully turned one shitty piece of wood into two shitty pieces of wood. I'm gonna bring it right over there, kind of, sort of, on the end of that, and dig a hole. Code for my area says 8 to 9 foot total. It's gotta be 3 foot in the ground, and then 5 to 6 foot out the ground, so the meter can be at 5 to 6 foot tall. I just cut it 9. Got 9 foot of semi straight 4x6. So we're just gonna do it that way, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we pass code. So I've moved the truck into a more ideal spot, I guess, and I'm gonna remeasure all this, because eventually there'll be a 30 by 60 shop, hopefully, from that flag here. So I'm gonna set up the pole somewhere in the middle, that way it can feed my camper, and then eventually the same breaker and meter can feed my shop. I'm not an electrician, just know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two, but yeah, so we're gonna time lapse. I'm gonna measure it out. Probably just go ahead and get to digging. And then I'll be back when the hole's dug. So after a whole bunch of cuss words and destroying a shoulder, oh, and the wife brought me something to eat, a couple cold snacks. The hole's dug, post is in. It's exactly 3 foot in the ground. Wasn't going an inch more. Not happening. Code doesn't say it, but I'm gonna cement it just because I don't want to go nowhere. Eventually, I'll probably dig it up, mount the box on the side of something more permanent. Probably the shop that might go right there one day. Whew, Lord, am I out of shape. God. Yeah, I didn't turn the time lapse back on for the last like foot and a half of the hole. Y'all didn't need to see my fat ass struggle. It wouldn't have been good for none of us, but look. According to the little things in the convenience store walls, I'm 5'10". That's close enough to 6 foot. So now we'll mix up some cement and pour that down in there, and we'll work on putting the box up. All I've got to make cement with 5-gallon bucket, real big shovel, and a couple gallons of water stole from a buddy's house. So it ought to work. So as you just saw, posing concrete's in, doing its drying thing. Whew, good Lord. It is not supposed to be this hot the day before October. Actually, no, yeah, day before. Tomorrow's October 1st. I don't know when y'all watching this. Hell, y'all may never watch it. But poles in, somewhat straight. It's time for a beer. But gotta go get all that stuff from back over there on that trailer where we left it. Take it all apart. And most of it's not going back up. It's only a 150 amp meter. I don't want a 200 amp service. The box is kind of small. There is a 50 amp RV outlet on it. That'll come in handy. We're gonna put that right behind you. Don't look. And look, before the 1.5 people in here that are concrete experts say some dumb shit about how it was way too wet, I know. There's like that much room. I wanted to pour it in there. Normally I mix concrete in a wheelbarrow with a hoe. Not like your ex-girlfriend. Garden hoe. But conveniently this morning, grabbed the wheelbarrow. Handles were rotten. Just falls apart. I grabbed the hoe. Kind of like your ex-girlfriend. Pretty much useless. Just rusted and handles also broke. So, name of the channel. Figure it out. We did. So, now, I guess I'm gonna go get that other stuff. Don't worry. Don't get up. Don't worry about helping. I got it. So, you can't win them all. Literally nothing left of that power pole besides the 50 amp RV breaker is worth anything to me. I did see on Facebook Marketplace that those weatherheads and breaker boxes have been going pretty decent. I paid $100 for everything, so I can make $75 back, $100 back. I'd be happy. So instead of messing with that anymore, I'm gonna pick all that up. I'm gonna put some diesel in that little tractor. See if it'll start, because I haven't run it in about a month. And if so, I'm trying to knock some of these weeds down and maybe do a little back bleed. See if I can't level this out. So I might move some dirt around. Hell, it's getting a little late. I ain't got a whole bunch of stuff to do, but we'll see if we can make something out of it. So I just filmed this, but for some reason my phone decided I didn't want it to take a picture instead of a video. So got a little BX 2230 lawn tractor, compact tractor, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, let's back out a little bit. I picked it up pretty cheap. I think I paid $4,500 for the tractor and the bush hog. That's not including this little box blade. Paid $100 for it at an auction. So I haven't used it in about a month. But when I first bought it, when we first bought the property, we own, if you can see to that pole right there, all the way to here. It makes an L shape, it comes back, and then all the way to the road. It's not huge, it's a little over an acre and a half. But when we first bought it, it was all grown up pretty much like this. So I used my rod mower, a little John Deere, and within the first 5 minutes broke it. I borrowed my father-in-law zero turn, broke it. So it was either buy a brand new really big rod mower and pay somebody to cut this property once so I could keep up with it, or buy a tractor and get a front end loader and be able to move all my own dirt. So we went that route. It's the cheapest tractor Facebook Marketplace had to offer. Like literally the cheapest. Yes, you can tell the hood and the body in the front don't match up. The battery is held in by a bungee cord because one time I used it and the battery literally fell on my foot. It leaks hydraulic fluid everywhere. The steering gets hung up sometimes. It is by no means a nice tractor, but it gets the job done. For some reason it was just out of diesel. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it still had fuel in it last time I used it, but let's see. It should start. I just had it running. Y'all would have got to see a first start, but my phone decided to take a picture instead. So it runs good. It smokes. It knocks. It makes noises, but all the hydraulics work. They do hydraulic things. Oh, got my rake. So, all right. Back down there. So, I'm gonna set y'all up back on the truck, and we'll come try to knock all this stuff down. How about it? All right. We got a little bit done. Got it kind of knocked down. I don't think any of the videos worked out like I wanted them to. One of them just kept taking pictures. One of them fell off the tailgate, so it didn't really catch much. I tried the video while I was driving, and that didn't turn out too great. So, I guess I got enough to throw something together. Hopefully y'all see this. I mean, if this is something y'all like, I mean, I guess I'm technically homesteading, not really though. There are a whole bunch more people. I mean, eventually when we get moved over here, we're gonna have to build a run for the dogs. I plan on having chickens. We'll do big gardens, and we got some fruit trees somewhere over there. You can't see them; they're half dead. It hadn't rained here in months. I mean, that's really about it. I'll keep y'all posted. I mean, we're waiting on the power company to come put our big pole in at the road, and then I get to start trenching a 135 foot or so trench to my pole I just put in. Conduit, which is just ridiculously expensive. Once we get power out here, though, we'll be moving in the right direction. Hopefully our camper comes back from the shop here in a week or so. I mean, that's really it. It's not a whole bunch going on. I mean, there's a lot going on, but not a whole bunch exciting. I do have a 87, nope, reverse. I have an 86 C10. That I guess I missed out on content. I've already built an engine for it. In the process of putting the transmission back together, and I'll be trying to get that back on the road here the next month or so, because I need to be able to drive it here. I don't want to have to pull it. I don't have the trailer. I don't have a trailer that'll fit on. I got 3 trailers. It won't fit on none of them. So if y'all want to see that, I may do something with that. There's not a whole bunch left. Well, there's a lot left to it, but the engine's built. It's actually gonna be fuel injected. It's 355, pretty hot cam in it. A little head work, nothing crazy. It's not gonna spin the earth backwards, but it'll sound good. But I may video that for y'all if that's something people want to see. Hell, y'all might never see this one, or 3 of y'all may see this one. I don't know. So we'll figure it out one way or another, just like always. So I'm gonna end this off and I guess get to editing. I haven't done that in a while. Peace.